You're scrolling through your feed, and it feels like everyone's winning but you. Your old classmate just bought a Tesla. Some guy you barely know made 6 figures in crypto. Your friend posting another vacation grind set story from Bali.
You double tap, maybe even comment, congrats. But deep down, something burns. That quiet whisper, why not me? Then the thought creeps in, maybe I should get in on this. Maybe I'm missing out.
And that right there is how smart people quietly destroy their wealth. Not through stupidity, but through FOMO, the fear of missing out. A silent trigger that makes intelligent people chase illusions. And today we're going to break it down, how FOMO manipulates your money mindset and how to finally break free. You know, Sam, people treat FOMO like it's just a cute internet thing, like, oh, I bought concert tickets because everyone else did. LOL, FOMO.
Yeah, like it's a meme, not a money problem. But in reality, FOMO is one of the most profitable psychological weapons on the planet.
Exactly. It's literally how markets, corporations, and even your favorite apps keep you broke and busy without you even noticing.
Think about it. That limited time drop, the last 3 seats left, the influencers showing off their new Tesla. It's all designed to poke that little voice in your head that says, if you don't move now, you'll fall behind.
And boom, next thing you know, you're buying crypto at the top, joining a course you'll never finish, or ordering that gadget you saw at 2 a.m. because everyone's raving about it.
Oh, the 2 a.m. gadget trap. I've been there, still waiting for that smart juicer to change my life.
See, that's the thing. FOMO doesn't just make you spend money. It makes you lose control of your decisions.
And that's exactly what we're unpacking today. How FOMO hijacks your brain and how to stop it from draining your wallet.
All right, let's dig into the hidden psychology behind it. Jessy, I gotta ask, why does it feel so painful to see someone else winning? Like, you know you're doing okay, but the moment your friend buys a new car or lands that dream knob, it suddenly feels like you're behind in some invisible race.
Because, Jesse, that feeling is ancient, literally prehistoric. Our brains evolved in tribes, small groups, where missing out meant dying out.
Wait, you mean like actual survival stuff? Not missing out on iPhone 16, but missing out on dinner?
Exactly. Back then, if your tribe found food, shelter, or water and you didn't follow, you starved, froze, or got eaten by something with very sharp teeth. So your brain learned one rule: it's stick with the group or you die.
So you're saying my brain freaks out when I see someone post a Bali vacation because it thinks they found a coconut and I didn't?
Pretty much. Your brain doesn't know the difference between survival and social comparison. It just senses threat. When you see others winning, it interprets it as danger, as if you're being left behind by the tribe.
That's wild. So when I see everyone jumping into a new investment or trend, it's not about greed, it's about fear.
Exactly. You don't actually want the Tesla or the crypto games. You want safety. You want to feel like you're part of the group that's making it.
That makes so much sense. It's not even about wanting more, it's about not wanting to be left behind.
Bingo. FOMO isn't a flaw, it's ancient programming. But here's the thing, that software was built for survival, not success. And if you don't upgrade it, it'll keep running your financial life like it's still 10,000 BC.
All right, that's deep. So how do we upgrade that mental software?
That's where it gets interesting, and we'll get into that.
Sam, let's talk about this word everyone throws around, dopamine. I keep hearing social media is hijacking your dopamine, but like, what does that even mean? Is dopamine the villain here?
Great question. Dopamine isn't the villain. It's the motivation chemical. It's what makes you chase things that might make you feel good, like likes, money, or that limited offer countdown timer.
The timer, that evil little clock that says only 2 hours left or your life will fall apart.
Exactly. Every notification, every highlight reel, every flash sale is engineered to hijack your dopamine system. It's not random, it's science with an agenda.
So you're saying social media literally rewires how we chase success?
Pretty much. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, even trading apps, they realize something huge. When you see what others are achieving, your brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine, and then you want more.
Like a slot machine for your emotions.
Perfect analogy. You scroll, you see wins, a new house, a six-figure income screenshot, and your brain goes, "Where's mine?" But you're not actually chasing success. You're chasing certainty.
Certainty. Explain that.
Yeah, you're chasing that feeling of being safe and sure you'll make it. So you copy trends, jump into investments, buy things to feel ahead. But the more you chase that illusion of certainty, the poorer you feel.
Even if your bank account grows.
Exactly, because dopamine doesn't care about fulfillment. It only cares about the chase. That's why even rich people can feel broke, emotionally broke.
That's deep. So it's not money we're addicted to, it's the feeling of progress we keep trying to buy.
Bingo. And once you understand that, you can start breaking the loop, and that's what we'll uncover next.
Sam, I've noticed something. Every time I see an ad, it's yelling at me like limited time offer or only 3 spots left. Why does everything suddenly feel like a race?
Because it is, but not the kind you think. Marketers figured out something powerful. Pressure kills logic. The moment you feel rushed, your brain stops thinking clearly.
So you're saying that when I panic buy shoes because there's a red sale ends in 5 minutes banner, I'm not shopping, I'm short-circuiting?
Exactly. Your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, literally shuts down when urgency hits. What takes over is your emotional brain, the one wired for fear and survival.
So instead of thinking, do I need this? I'm thinking, if I don't click now, I'll die barefoot.
Exactly. That's why every scam, every bubble, every financial trap starts with the same message. Act fast. Don't miss out. It's the oldest trick in the book. Trigger panic, suspend logic.
That's wild. And it's not just shopping, right? It's those get-rich-quick investments, limited NFT drops, pre-IPO opportunities, all that stuff.
Yep. The urgency illusion creates artificial scarcity, making you believe something is slipping away even when it's not. And smart people fall for it because they think they're being decisive.
That's so true. We mistake impulse for action.
Exactly. Real success doesn't come from moving fast. It comes from thinking clearly. Urgency might sell shoes or courses, but it never builds wealth.
So the next time I hear only 24 hours left, I should probably take 24 hours to think about it.
That's the best move you can make. Because if it's real, it'll still be there tomorrow. If it's not, it was never worth your money.
Okay, Sam, be honest. Why is it that when we see 1,000 people investing in something, we suddenly feel like we need to jump in too? Like, they can't all be wrong, right?
That's the trap. Herd psychology. It's hardwired into us. When we see a crowd moving in one direction, our brain assumes they must know something we don't. It's a shortcut for safety.
So it's like when everyone's running out of a building, you don't stop to ask why, you just run too.
Exactly. It made sense back in the wild. If the tribe's running, it's probably because there's a tiger. But in modern life, that tribe is Twitter investors, YouTube gurus, and random people flexing screenshots of crypto gains.
So now the tiger is missing out on profits instead of getting eaten alive.
Pretty much. But here's the funny part. Most of those 1,000 people you see investing, they're also following someone else. Nobody's thinking. Everyone's assuming someone else did the research.
So it's like a chain of blind faith. One person sneezes and suddenly there's a financial pandemic.
Exactly. That's how bubbles form. Everyone's copying everyone else and no one's asking why. Remember 2021's Dogecoin to the moon craze? People were literally buying because everyone else was.
And then when it crashed, everyone was like, wait, who said this was a good idea?
Right, because the crowd isn't your compass, it's your trap. The more people you see doing something, the more cautious you should be.
So true. If everyone's diving into the pool, maybe check if there's water first.
Exactly. And money, thinking for yourself isn't just smart, it's survival.
All right, Sam, let's talk about something sneaky. Lifestyle inflation. Because I swear, every time someone gets a raise, their expenses magically rise with it. What's going on there?
Oh, that's one of the most dangerous forms of FOMO, the silent kind. It's not about chasing crypto or stocks. It's about chasing appearances. You start upgrading your lifestyle, not because you need to, but because everyone around you seems to be leveling up.
Okay, guilty. I remember when one of my friends bought a new car and suddenly I was like, maybe it's time to upgrade mine too. Meanwhile, my old car was perfectly fine.
Exactly. That's lifestyle FOMO at work. Your subconscious starts linking spending with belonging. You see your peers dining at fancy restaurants, wearing designer sneakers, posting vacation selfies, and suddenly your normal life feels outdated.
Okay, so basically my brain's like, we're falling behind. Quick, buy something expensive.
Yes, because deep down it's not about the thing you're buying, it's about staying connected, proving, even subconsciously, I belong in this group.
And it's so subtle, right? Like nobody says, I'm spending this money to fit in, but the pressure's real. You get that raise, and instead of saving it, you start rewarding yourself. Bigger apartment, newer phone, better coffee.
Exactly. And here's the scary part. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest reasons six-figure earners still feel broke. The more they earn, the more they upgrade. New car lease, private gym, expensive hobbies, until every dollar has somewhere to go.
And then they look at their account at the end of the month and go, wait, I make good money. Why do I still feel like I'm struggling?
Because FOMO doesn't just make you invest wrong, it makes you spend wrong. You're living on autopilot, competing in invisible contests that no one actually wins.
That's deep. So basically, the more we try to look rich, the less we actually become rich.
Exactly. Real wealth isn't loud, it's quiet. It's freedom, not flexing.
I love that. So instead of asking, what do they have that I don't, maybe we should ask, what do I really need?
Perfectly said. Because the moment you stop spending to impress others, that's when you finally start building real wealth.
All right, Sam, I have to admit something. Sometimes I open Instagram, see people my age buying houses, traveling to Greece, launching seven-figure businesses, and suddenly my life feels like a loading screen.
Don't worry, Jesse. That's the mirror effect. You're not looking at reality, you're looking at reflections that distort your own sense of progress.
So basically, I'm comparing my behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel.
Exactly. And here's the brutal truth. Comparison kills contentment faster than debt ever could. When your happiness depends on someone else's success story, you'll never feel rich, no matter how much you earn.
Wow. But why does it hit so hard? Like, logically, I know people only post their best moments, but it still gets to me.
That's because your brain is wired for relative status, not absolute success. Back in tribal days, your survival depended on where you stood in the group. If someone had more food, more allies, more power, that meant they might survive while you didn't. Fast forward to today, and your brain still interprets that guy's new Tesla as, I'm falling behind in the survival game.
So my brain thinks my friend's Bali vacation is a threat to my existence.
Pretty much, yeah. It doesn't know the difference between status danger and real danger. That's why you feel that sting, that weird anxiety that whispers, you should be doing more.
And it's exhausting because no matter how far you go, the goalpost keeps moving. Someone will always have more money, more followers, more aesthetic morning routines.
Exactly. That's the hamster wheel of comparison. You're running fast, sweating hard, and going nowhere. And the worst part, you start mistaking validation for progress. You buy things, chase titles, and burn out trying to catch up with an illusion.
So how do we stop it? How do we look in the mirror without falling into that trap?
By changing what mirror you use. Stop measuring your success against people, measure it against your past self. Ask, am I better than I was last year? That's the only reflection that matters.
I love that because peace isn't found in being ahead. It's found in being aligned.
Exactly. Comparison creates poverty of gratitude, but when you stop comparing, you realize you've been rich in ways you never noticed.
Okay, Sam, I have to ask, why does smart people, like people who know better, still fall for FOMO traps? I mean, they've read the books, watched the finance videos, they know it's risky.
Yet they jump into the same hype again and again. What's that about?
Oh, that's the rationalization loop. It's psychological self-defense. Your brain trying to justify emotional decisions with logical excuses. You'll hear people say things like, I'm not being impulsive, I'm just seizing an opportunity. Or, I'm not showing off, I'm manifesting abundance.
Oh my God, that's so true. I've literally heard people say that while buying a $2,000 phone on credit.
Exactly. See, FOMO doesn't just make you act, it makes you explain your actions in a way that protects your ego. Because nobody wants to admit they acted out of fear.
So instead of saying, I bought that crypto because I panicked, we say, I'm diversifying my portfolio.
Bingo! You wrap fear in financial jargon and call it strategy. It feels smarter that way.
That's wild, but why does our brain even bother doing that?
Because admitting fear feels like weakness, especially for smart or ambitious people. We're conditioned to believe we make decisions from logic. But the truth is, most money decisions start in emotion and end in rationalization. The logic part just shows up afterward to defend what emotion already decided.
So emotion makes the purchase and logic writes the receipt.
Exactly. It's like your brain saying, don't worry, we'll make this sound intelligent later.
That explains so much. Like when people jump into a trend and say, this is the next big thing. But deep down, they're just scared of missing the next big wave.
Right. And here's where it gets dangerous. Once fear becomes your motivator, intelligence stops working properly. The part of your brain that analyzes risk, your prefrontal cortex, basically shuts down. You start chasing emotion, not opportunity.
So even smart people become bad investors when fear takes the wheel?
Exactly. Think about every bubble. .com, crypto, meme stocks. These weren't dumb people getting fooled. They were smart people under emotional pressure. They convinced themselves it was logic, when really it was anxiety in a suit and tie.
Anxiety in a suit and tie. That's perfect.
Yeah, and the worst part? The rationalization loop feeds itself. You make an emotional decision, justify it, it fails, then you say, I just need to try again, but smarter this time. And the cycle repeats.
So how do we break it? How do we escape the loop?
By asking why before how. Before jumping into anything, pause and ask, am I doing this out of fear or confidence? If your answer is fear, step back, because real opportunities don't need convincing.
That's powerful. So the key isn't being smarter, it's being aware.
Exactly. Intelligence helps you make money. Awareness helps you keep it.
Okay, Sam, let's talk about something that I feel personally attacked by, chasing shiny things. Because I swear, every time I commit to one goal, something new and exciting pops up, and my brain goes, ooh, maybe that's the real path.
Oh, you're not alone, Jesse. That's classic FOMO behavior. Every time you chase one shiny thing, you abandon a slow-growing one. And that's the real cost of FOMO. Not the money you lose, but the focus you waste.
So you're saying it's not about losing cash, it's about losing consistency?
Exactly. Think about it like gardening. You plant a tree, right? But every week you dig it up to plant a new one because someone said mango trees grow faster than oranges. You'll never get fruit, just a yard full of dead roots.
Wow, that's painfully accurate. I feel like you just described my entire 20s. New business idea every 3 months.
We've all been there. And here's the psychology behind it. FOMO makes the boring look invisible and the new look urgent. Your brain's reward system is wired to chase novelty because it feels like progress even when it's not.
So that's why sticking with one thing feels like I'm missing out, even when it's actually the smartest move.
Exactly. The biggest fortunes in history weren't made by chasing what's hot, they were built by mastering what's boring. Warren Buffett didn't get rich trading hype, he got rich being consistent. Same with people who build slow, steady businesses. They compound time, not attention.
But that's so hard in today's world. Like, you scroll online and everyone's talking about AI, crypto, real estate, drop shipping. It feels like if you're not doing all of them, you're behind.
That's the illusion of opportunity. Too many doors can paralyze you. The truth is, saying yes to one thing means saying no to 100 others. And that's okay. Opportunity cost is real. Every time you chase something new, You sacrifice momentum somewhere else.
So basically, multitasking is just FOMO in disguise?
Exactly. Multitasking is how we convince ourselves we're being productive while secretly being distracted. Focus is the new flex.
That's quotable right there. Focus is the new flex. I love it.
It's true. The people who win long-term are the ones who stay committed when it's boring, because boredom is where growth compounds.
So the real secret isn't chasing what's trending, it's mastering what's timeless.
Exactly. The world will always have shiny distractions, but the person who can ignore noise and stay focused, that's the one who quietly becomes unstoppable.
All right, Sam, we've spent this whole episode roasting FOMO, how it hijacks your brain, drains your wallet, and ruins your focus. But now I've got a big question. How do we actually escape it? Like, what does an anti-FOMO mindset even look like in real life?
Great question. The short answer? True wealth, emotional and financial, comes from emotional discipline. It's not about reacting when everyone else is panicking or flexing. It's about staying grounded when the world's losing its mind.
So basically being the calm one in a room full of people screaming, "Buy now!" and "limited time only."
Exactly. The wealthy don't fear missing out, they fear losing control. They know missing one opportunity won't destroy them, but chasing every opportunity absolutely will.
That's deep. But how do you build that kind of control? Because social media makes everything feel like a now or never decision.
You start by changing what you value. Most people value speed, how fast they can make it. But emotionally wealthy people value stability. They focus on systems, not spikes. You'll rarely see them jumping into every new trend. They're too busy mastering their lane.
So they're not chasing next big thing energy, they're playing long game energy.
Exactly. Think of it like driving. FOMO people are the ones weaving through traffic, honking at everyone, trying to reach the destination first. The anti-FOMO mindset is cruise control, smooth, focused, and efficient. Guess who arrives calm and safe?
Okay, but admit it, even calm drivers glance at the fast lane sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Everyone feels FOMO, even billionaires. The difference is, the wealthy notice the emotion but don't obey it. They pause, breathe, and ask, does this align with my plan? That tiny pause, that's emotional discipline.
That's powerful. It's like financial meditation. Don't react, just reflect.
Exactly, because chasing hype isn't about opportunity, it's about emotion. And emotions are terrible investment advisors.
So if I'm scrolling and see someone posting, "I made $20K in 2 weeks with this side hustle," what should I do?
Simple. Ask yourself, if this opportunity didn't exist, would my long-term plan still work? If the answer is yes, keep scrolling. You're fine.
So basically, peace of mind over profit anxiety.
Yes, the anti-FOMO mindset is built on trust. Trusting your process, your pace, and your principles. It's knowing that missing one wave doesn't matter when you're building the ocean.
That's gold. Missing out isn't failure, it's focus.
Exactly. True wealth isn't about catching everything that moves. It's about mastering patience when everyone else is chasing noise.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Up next, we're breaking down the final piece of this puzzle, how to rewire your brain to break the FOMO cycle for good. All right, Sam, we've exposed FOMO, roasted it, psychoanalyzed it, but now let's fix it. How do we actually rewire our brain to stop reacting every time something shiny pops up on our screen?
Great question, Jessy. And the good news is, it's totally possible. Breaking FOMO isn't about deleting social media or moving to a cave. It's about retraining your brain to value clarity over chaos.
Okay, so you're saying I don't need to throw my phone in the ocean? Because I was kind of ready to.
No ocean sacrifice is needed. The trick is awareness. The moment you feel that spark, that, ooh, I need to buy, invest, join before it's too late, pause and ask yourself one simple question. Am I chasing meaning or just avoiding being left behind?
That hits deep. Because honestly, half the things I've jumped into weren't because I wanted them. It was because I didn't want to feel like I was missing something everyone else had.
Exactly. That's how FOMO sneaks in. It disguises avoidance as ambition. You think you're chasing success, but you're really running from insecurity.
Wow, so basically, we're not chasing dreams, we're escaping discomfort.
That's it. Real financial calm comes when you can sit in that discomfort and not react to it. When you can see someone else winning, and instead of panicking, you think, good for them. My time's coming.
That's easier said than done, though. Like, how do you train your brain to do that in real life?
It starts with 3 habits. First, delayed decisions. When you feel that urge to jump into something, don't say no, just say not yet. Give yourself 48 hours. If it's truly valuable, it'll still be there.
I love that, like a cooling off period for your emotions.
Exactly. Second, daily clarity rituals. It can be journaling, budgeting, meditation, anything that helps you check in with your real goals before the world distracts you.
That's powerful, because if you don't know what you're chasing, everything looks like an opportunity.
Boom. And the third habit, gratitude practice. Sounds cheesy, but it's science. Gratitude shifts your brain from scarcity to abundance. When you focus on what's working, you stop obsessing over what's missing.
So the real FOMO cure isn't cutting out the noise, it's tuning back into yourself.
Exactly. Financial calm isn't about silence, it's about signal, knowing what truly matters so the noise doesn't control you.
I love that, because when you think clearly, you don't need to chase, you attract.
That's the mindset. You stop reacting and start responding. That's where real wealth begins, in a calm mind.
So to everyone listening, next time FOMO hits, pause and ask, am I chasing meaning or just running from being left behind? That one question might just save you decades of regret.
Perfectly said. Stay calm, stay focused, and let wealth come to you.
All right, fam, let's be real for a second. FOMO isn't just a buzzword. It's the silent killer of wealth. It wears ambition's outfit, but underneath, it's pure insecurity.
Exactly. It tricks smart people into chasing everyone else's timeline and calling it motivation. But the moment you stop chasing what everyone else wants, you finally create space to build what you want.
That part. Because think about it. How many times have you made a move just because everyone around you was making one? That's not strategy, that's survival mode.
And survival mode keeps you broke, even if your income goes up. Real wealth starts when you can say, I don't need to keep up. I'm building my own lane.
Exactly. So if this episode hit home, and let's be honest, I know it did, share it with someone you know is stuck in that FOMO loop. Maybe it's your friend jumping into every new side hustle, or your cousin investing in yet another can't-miss coin.
We all have that cousin.
We sure do. So help them out. Share this episode. Because wealth isn't built by those who move first.
It's built by those who move right.
This is the MoneyFrame podcast. Watch the next episode. Your future self will thank you.